Hey, I just walked by you then, didn't I? Someone wearing overalls and walking all sluggishly down the road. Was you, right, Helen?
So, that person who was laughing a lot after she'd passed by was you, Demi? I just finished up with my work a little bit ago. And I'm heading back home right now from there.
Is that so? Which means from here you're going to stop at the gas station down the road to pick up some dinner for tonight. I could see you start walking towards it as I walked away from you.
That's right. I'm really tired today, as you could tell by me walking so sluggish, and I don't really have it in me now to cook dinner. I might just grab a sandwich or something and call it a night there.
Then that means you're still living without a husband around? If a lowlife like yourself doesn't get to work soon looking for a hard-working man, then there's really going to be no hope for you at all. But of course, there aren't really any men around that would want to marry you anyway, right?
I'm sure that might be the case. Anyway, I'm really tired after a day like today, so...
Huh? What's with that really cheeky behavior of yours right there? Listen, you, I'm the one that's giving you the opportunity to talk with me again, so you should be thankful for this at the very least.
Thankful? But most of the time, whenever I talk with you, you're just saying mean things about me, right? So what's there to really be thankful for now?
I'm mean to you because even though you're Gavin's older sister, you were so hopeless as a woman. Because you keep choosing to live like that, you're causing your brother a lot of embarrassment, all right? Gavin happens to be an elite CEO. And his honor is very, very important to him, so me always making fun of you and being mean is warranted. And I think your brother would be happy to learn about what I'm doing to you as well.
I have been trying very hard to maintain a good relationship with Gavin.
That is not at all what I'm talking about here. You really have no clue what's going on then, do you? The only reason he even allows you anywhere near him still is because he's a very kind man. But did you know that he tries to hide the fact that you're his older sister from everyone else?
What?
Yes, he never ever talks about you with any of his friends or colleagues, and whenever I look through his phone, he makes sure not to have any pictures of you at all in it.
No way.
You thought he wouldn't be hiding the truth about you from others? A little sister like you, who works in a dirty old factory having to walk home every evening in the same old nasty overalls eating gas station food. You think he'd really want to talk about how you exist with the rest of his elite colleagues?
I never knew that about him. I see now.
But you're a very twisted and mean little sister to him.
What? I'm not trying to be mean towards anyone, though. I'm just trying to enjoy the life that I have without causing any trouble.
Well, I beg to differ regarding that one. Your true evil nature is showing through by the way you're behaving towards me. That's the reason why I think deep down your brother really hates having you as a sister.
No way he does.
To make things worse, you have no brain inside that head of yours as a high school graduate. Which is crazy because when you compare yourself to me, the top of her class at a music school where she learned piano and is currently playing one for work, you're absolutely nothing. I would really love to teach you how you could use your head to make some money like I am, but you don't happen to have a brain in that thick skull of yours.
I like to think I am using my head, though, to make money.
I'm not sure what all you're having to do inside that factory, but whatever it is, anyone could do easily.
I really don't think that's the case at all, actually. Everyone I work with has put in a lot of time perfecting their trade.
Well, it's not like I really care about those filthy places at all anyway. Now please, hurry your little self home and eat that gas station garbage up before putting yourself to bed. I really hope that someday you can find a way out of that disgusting lifestyle you're holding on to there. Hey, who was that hopeless man I just saw you with here?
Ah, him? He's the factory.
factory? Did you bring some human that works in the same filthy factory as you to this wedding? There's no way you would do that to your brother and I on the day of our wedding, right?
Yes, I did, but... Didn't you already hear about him from Gavin before today?
Gavin would never ever invite such a disgusting man as that to be at his wedding today. What the heck do you think you're doing? Bringing along another lowlife to come and see our wedding today?
Wait, but Gavin said...
Gavin said this, Gavin said that. Do you think that by just bringing up your younger brother's name, everything will be fine for you? There's no way Gavin would ever want another factory worker at his wedding. I know that more than anyone else here, including you. Could you be gathering up a ton of lowlifes right now in an attempt to ruin and take over my wedding today?
Why would I ever do something so meaningless on the day of my brother's wedding?
I want you to send that man home right now, understood?
I'm sorry, but I can't do something like that to him on a day like today. He came all the way out here to be with us all today, and he happens to be Gavin's...
I don't care to hear about who he is anymore, so hurry up and get rid of him right now! I already hate the idea of having you here at my wedding, so I will not allow another of your kind to be with you!
Hey, Gavin. Demi just started texting me saying that she wants me to kick Jonathan out of your wedding right now. I can't do something like that to him, especially after all he's done for you today. What do you think I should be trying to do right now? Do you think I should go and have a word with Demi in person about this, or could you maybe go and talk with her really quick?
Why would she want that? Did something happen between Jonathan and her?
Nothing's happened between the two of them, but she told me not to bring any more factory worker lowlifes into her wedding.
What the heck? That's just the same old joke that Demi is always saying.
She jokes about that a lot?
She does. She'll sometimes go on about things like that as a joke with me, although it's not a very good joke if you ask me, but I just fake a laugh in order to get her to shut up about it. I think she's just saying things like that because she has Tourette's or something, so don't mind her.
You think so?
That's right. She would never have any right to be saying things like that about people on purpose. That's why it has to be something like Tourette's, unless she's just saying it to those that have better jobs than factory workers. Because Lord knows what would happen if she said that to someone with serious intention. But it's just a joke, so don't worry yourself about it. She's always going on about that stuff.
Tourette's? Saying jokes like that? I don't really get what you're saying, but maybe that's really what's going on with her.
I have a bit of a problem, though. I completely forgot to introduce Maxine to Dexter before the wedding today. I'll have to introduce her to him sometime later when I have a bit more time on my hands. I'm sure she'll be happy to actually know who he is and will stop making jokes like that about him.
I see.
I'm sorry, I've run out of time to be on my phone right now. I'll talk with you some more later. I have to grab my jacket and go find Maxine so that we can head out and start this wedding. If you're told anything else like you were told earlier by Demi, just brush it off and don't worry about it.
All right, I guess. I have one more thing to say before you go. Gavin, am I an embarrassment to you in any way?
What? What the heck are you going on about now?
I just want an answer to that question. Does having me as your little sister embarrass you any?
I get what you're asking, so I'm gonna answer you with the honest truth. You really are an embarrassment. I mean, come on, you and I both have really similar looking faces, don't we? Wait, I'm sure you might not have really noticed that at all, but ever since you were born, I've been told that by everyone I've come across that's seen you and I side by side. Which is why, like on a day like today, if you and I are close to one another, I'm gonna feel a slight bit embarrassed, you know?
Aha, so that's what you meant. I guess a lot of people have said that sort of thing about us.
So you really have been aware of what I'm talking about? Anyway, I really don't have any time left to be texting you, so I'll catch you later. If you're ever feeling a bit embarrassed like I do sometimes, go ahead and put a mask on to cover your face up.
Will do. I'll talk to you later, Gavin.
Hey, I've come to realize that even you being here at our wedding is causing you to bring a lot of attention onto yourself. Have you noticed that at all? I'm sure that they are all wondering why there is this one odd lowlife girl standing around at the wedding of an elite couple.
You're really going to say things like that to me when it's the middle of your own wedding?
Because you are standing out like a sore thumb. I have no other choice now but to talk to you about it. Right now, there's this lowlife girl standing around at the wedding of an elite pianist who is starting to cause a mess. How about you give singing a try? Do you have any idea what do, re, mi is?
I can give it a try if you're all right with it.
How freaking hilarious! Wait, are you seriously wanting to give singing a try right here and now?
Yes, actually, I do want to give it a go. This will be a lot sooner than I was initially planning on going on stage. Because my original plan was to sing for you guys when you both came out to do the bouquet toss and such. I guess I can start going now, though.
What? What is going on here? What is this?
I was a bit anxious since it's been a little while and I didn't warm up at all. But seeing that everyone here was really into my singing is wonderful, right? But... wow, was I really anxious about being up on stage like that already?
What? Why were you able to sing so well like that? Because you've never sang before in your life, right?
I sing as a bit of a hobby sometimes, and have been doing so for a long time now. Ever since I was 3 years old, actually.
Wait, but that wasn't the kind of performance a hobbyist should be able to give at a wedding. What, did you do something to the speakers to make it seem like you were singing?
You think that I tampered with the speakers? How exactly would someone like me be able to do that?
Because there's no way someone like you should be able to sing that well. And it didn't sound like you had your singing pre-recorded either. Did you bring some kind of a machine with you that you stuck inside of one of the speakers to help you sound better? You had to have, right?
There's no way I'd tamper with such expensive speakers like those ones, even if I was a bit nervous about performing and wanted some help.
Then why were you so good? Why the heck can a small fry like yourself sing like that so freaking well?
And like I said before, I have been singing as a hobby ever since I was 3 years old. For about 7 years, I was going to practice for it, but now I'm usually just singing on and off as a hobby.
As a hobby? You have to be singing more than one would as a hobby, right?
All right, I'll admit. I might play it a bit more than most would as a hobby. But due to my work being so busy lately, I've only been able to get in around 6 hours of singing a day. I'm sure that's not a lot to a pro like you, so I really hope that I don't start losing my edge as time goes on. But considering that's around 30 hours a week of singing, I think that should still be enough to keep the skill level I'm at now.
Huh? You sing for 6 hours in one day, every day of the week?
And during the weekend as well, of course. I play about 6 hours a day during the week, and on the weekends I'll do between 6 and 12 hours of singing.
You have to be joking around right now! Are you actually telling me the truth?
I'm being honest with you, that I'm only able to put in enough time right now to consider it a hobby of mine. I think I'm nothing compared to those that sing seriously, like you, for instance. I mean, you actually went to school to study singing after high school, right? And as of right now, your job is to sing. That's why I think there is no comparing myself with someone of your skill level, Demi.
That's absolutely right, Helen. You are nothing at all compared to the levels that I can perform at. You didn't even go anywhere after you left high school, so consider me a god compared to the performance you just put on.
I would really love to hear a song from you right now, Demi.
What?
You are always talking about your work and about how much time you've put into becoming a pro, so I'd really love to listen and enjoy what kind of piece you'll sing. Considering that today is your wedding of all things, do you mind singing something for all of your guests to listen to today?
Wait. But I'm the bride right now, and having to sing for my own wedding is a bit out of place, isn't it?
Is that how you see it? Well, that's too bad. I was thinking that since you'd be singing after an amateur like myself, you'd really be able to move all your guests today by singing just a little bit for them.
Huh. There's no reason for me to get them any more worked up over me than they already are, right?
I'm sure that's the case. Sorry for suggesting that.
Hey! Where the heck did you run off to?
I'm sorry, Gavin. I was really blushing in there after all your guests were clapping for me, so I went outside to take a break and get some fresh air. I'll be right back in a second. Did you need me for something?
What were you talking about earlier when you asked me if I was embarrassed of you? The way you just got up on stage like that and got everyone here going. Today, Jonathan came to the wedding with another one of his friends after you both arrived, and he happens to be a music producer named Drake. And well, that Drake guy heard your performance and said that he wanted to sign you up to sing for him right away.
What? Like, with a contract and such?
This means that you'd be able to become a proper artist in the world of music, all right? That would be amazing for you. You're gonna be signing that contract with him, right?
Wait.
Don't worry about it right now. I want you to talk with Drake when you come back inside, and after that, you can have a chance to really think all of the details over. I'm very proud to have you as my little sister, Helen. I'd actually like you to come back in here and sing a couple more songs today, please.
Wait. I really can't get back up there to sing anymore today. I already was singing for 10 full minutes and I'm really tired now. Don't you think it would be a far better idea to have someone who's a pro sing? Like the bride, perhaps? I mean, look, she did go to school and study singing after she graduated from high school, and right now, singing is her job, right?
What? She sings as her job?
Huh? I heard from her before that she sings as a teacher and all.
She said that to you? Well, this is the first time I'm hearing about it. I guess there is a mic and some speakers at the house that she has out.
What? This is the first time you're hearing about Demi being a singing teacher?
I happen to be out of the house a lot for work, so whatever she's doing there while I'm away, I'm not really sure about. Maybe she has students of hers come over to sing with her while I'm out of town? I did hear from her that she has a part-time job.
Now that I think about it, you never told her anything about how I sing as a hobby, and have been doing so for most of my life.
I kind of wanted it to be a surprise for her. Since you'd play for us later today, I thought that would give her a little shock, you know? But hey, you sure did shock most, if not all, the audience here today with that insane performance you put on. Thank you so much for that, Helen. Man, the fact that today was considered your quote-unquote debut really has me reading right now.
Gavin, you're over-exaggerating my skill by a lot.
Hey, you! Are you sure you're not mistaking anything right now?
What? When you say that I might be mistaking something right now, you mean...
The fact that you were able to perform something that everyone stood up and cheered for you over was just pure luck. All you did was sing well enough as an amateur that everyone loved it.
I see, and I kind of feel the same way about that. I think those applauds would have been much better spent on someone like yourself, who has many more achievements in the art of singing as a pro. Which is why I'd really love it if you got on stage and sang for everyone.
Huh?
Like I was saying before, I really only play as a hobby now. I feel like after my performance, everyone here should be allowed to listen to what a true artist can sing when they've studied the art more than me, graduated from a school unlike me, and play as their profession.
I already told you that I don't care to do something like that right now, right?
But the fact that even though you sing a lot better than me and do it as your job means you should have everyone applauding for you as well instead of just me today. And considering that Jonathan of all people brought this sound equipment for us today, I just believe that someone of your talent should get up on stage and show everyone who's boss.
Who even is this Jonathan guy? Isn't he that smelly and messy factory worker you brought along with you today? I don't even want to touch the mic that a disgusting man like him brought.
Would you please not say something like that?
Tell me right now, who is that Jonathan guy? I have no clue who a filthy man like that even is.
Jonathan happens to be a really close friend of Gavin's and the production leader for the factory I'm working at. I happen to work for a sound equipment factory right now, actually.
Ah, is that right? Well, no matter what the factory is producing, the people that work there will always be the same.
But for this event specifically, he brought along that very special sound equipment that our factory rarely produces. And the reason it was brought in the first place is because Gavin wanted me to sing using it for you both later today, like I was saying.
Is that so? Then you really were planning to go up there to sing for everyone today. Things are starting to make a lot more sense for me now. But what does that have to do with anything? By the way, that sound equipment you call special sounds atrocious to me. Today was the first time I ever listened to such a dreadful noise from a cheap stuff.
What? That equipment happens to be one of the most sought-after groups of speakers in the world, and the reason only so few are made by our factory is because of the amount of time and effort that needs to go into making it. And considering that today is the wedding of his friend, Jonathan went ahead and rented that equipment from a buyer out in California that was okay with him sending it back all the way over here for a week.
What?
That man happens to be a very famous song artist whom he rented the equipment back from. The fact that you'd call the speakers that a man of his caliber uses in all of his performances cheap must mean you really have some fine-tuned ears on you.
That's right. That's just one of those overpriced cheap equipment that everyone uses for the name on it.
Then that would mean that the music producer that came here today was fooled by such a cheap group of speakers and my skills as well, right?
What? Music producer?
Yes, the man that came with Jonathan a little while later happens to be a very famous music producer. And after having heard my performance earlier, he asked me to sign on with him and perform.
Are you being serious? Right now, he's at a place like this?
Yes, he seems to be close to Gavin as well.
Music producer? How unfair! Only you! This is so unfair! I'm going to sing now as well! I'll show everyone here, including him, what a true singer sounds like! I have far more skill than you do to be chosen by that producer and made into an artist with...
You're really going to play now! Please, get up there and sing for us!
Music producer, I'm going to have my debut as well today, finally!
Oh no! Demi, what happened to you up there? You graduated from a really famous music school and are working as a singing teacher, right?
Huh? No, wait! That mic has to have had some kind of a defect somewhere inside of it!
When I was up there singing into it, everything worked and sounded perfectly fine. And even if there was a problem with the mic somewhere, what you just sang like was...
Shut your mouth right now! I just don't feel very well today is all. Just leave what happened there be!
Are you really a singing teacher like you said you are?
Huh?
Well, I just got finished talking with Gavin a second ago. And there, he told me that today was his first time ever hearing about how you're a singing teacher, and he heard that from me. And based on the performance you just gave for all of us, I'm starting to think you might be lying to us.
And so what if I was lying?
What? No, wait. It's not like I really meant anything by that there.
Well, you're right. That whole thing about me being a singing teacher was a lie. There you go. I've confessed it for you. Will that make you happy now?
Well, no. Actually, it's not like I wanted to hear that it was a lie or anything from you, but, I could kind of see this coming. And, well, right now, I'm a little bit surprised by what I saw and heard. I want to know why you would tell me a lie like that.
I have always wanted to become a singer, but I never had the talent to become one. And when I was in school for music after high school, I couldn't learn anything fast enough, and I ended up having to drop out.
What? You dropped out. In other words, that means you never even graduated from there?
I've been trying my hardest this whole time, but in the end, nothing ever worked out for me. And then, when I heard from you that you'd been asked to sign a contract with a music producer today, I became jealous of you.
But the fact that you got up there and sang, knowing well that you weren't good enough, is amazing. I have never had that kind of confidence before, and I only ever sing as a hobby now.
Shut your goddamn mouth! Being praised by you is only making my anger worse. Just shut the freak up already! Stop trying to act like you're some kind of a good kid!
Then let's change the topic. Why up until now have you always been making fun of me?
What?
You ended up being talentless, and you gave up on your dreams, requiring you to drop out of school. Yet you sat there all the time making fun of me, calling me a lowlife and everything, which doesn't even have anything to do with you, right?
Wait, that was all.
Also, you were telling me about how Gavin never tells anyone about me being his older sister, which was also a lie, right? And considering that now Gavin is talking about how he never wants to tell anyone about your performance ever again, it means he was much more embarrassed by you today than me, right?
What the hell is this? Why has your behavior changed so suddenly?
Also, you lied to me about being a singing teacher and about graduating from college. In other words, you're just an uneducated high school graduate, right? I'm sure the embarrassment from everyone finding all of that out about you right now is gut-wrenching.
April, as a way of trying to embarrass me, were you actually wanting for me to get up on stage and perform in front of everyone like that?
What the heck are you talking about? You think I would have put that much thought into causing something like that to happen to you? I mean, all I am is an uneducated lowlife, so there's no way I could have thought anything up like that. So, you're going to be divorcing Demi now, right?
Sure am. I never knew that she was putting you down so much like that behind my back that whole time. I'm really sorry. I should have known better to think that she had Tourette's and was just joking around.
Don't be sorry. I think what happened to me was enough to allow me to throw it right back into her face when she was exposed like that in front of everyone. So I really don't care about all the things she said. And honestly, I don't think she's all too bad of a person deep down.
You really are too kind, Helen. Your younger brother is really proud to have you as a sister, but I really am so sorry. You came out to my wedding and then sang for all my guests a lot sooner than was requested.
Please, don't be sorry. I was the one that asked to sing at your wedding in the first place, so I kind of blame myself for saying yes to Demi's offer to sing sooner than I was supposed to. But still, thank you for letting me sing.
Sure thing. Because of that, we were able to learn about the true person Demi is behind the mask. That's right. When it came to that music producer, did you end up signing with him?
I sure did. But I also take my job of making speakers at the factory very importantly as well. So, with the approval from both Jonathan and Drake, I am now able to take some time off work every week to perform with the producer, and sometimes go out for live performances.
I see. You really do love sound equipment and everything about it, don't you? I'll be cheering you on from behind the scenes as you become famous, okay?
Thank you. So, the next time you find someone you're willing to get married to, please invite me out to your wedding to play for you guys. And until that time comes, I'll be practicing even more and making a name for myself. After the divorce from my brother took place, Demi was forced to head back to her parents' house as she'd lost everything. She ended up leaving her part-time job, which was just her working at a grocery store during lunchtime. And she had to leave her speakers with Gavin since he'd actually gotten that from her in the divorce. She was going to fight him over it, considering she'd had it all her life. But when Gavin said to her that he'd be doing everyone a service keeping those speakers and the mic away from her, she shut up and walked out. Due to the shame she experienced at her very own wedding, she never did end up singing ever again, and I doubt she ever will. I'm sure that her being at fault for everything that ended up destroying her in the end was very hard to live with for both her and Gavin, but I never actually thought it would end in a divorce. I kind of feel bad about that now, even though I'm aware it wasn't my fault and that she set herself up for failure trying to get me to fail at singing in front of everyone. I kind of feel bad about that now, even though I'm aware it wasn't my fault and that she set herself